Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Local Lowdown podcast. We are located in South Central Texas. On this podcast, we do a weekly review of all the newspapers in Lavaca County, Texas, and also the Luling Newsboy and Signal located in Luling, Texas. After the reviews, we will have a conversation about different subjects all over the Lone Star State. Some of these things can get quite comical. Thanks for listening. And now, here are your hosts, Murray and Michelle.
Hello everybody, this is Murray back with you for the December 10th and 11th of 2025 Local Lowdown, where we
that was really good.
where we review all the pages, all the papers in Lavaca County, Texas, as well as the Luling Newsboy and Signal over in Luling, Texas. Got my co-host Michelle here with me. How are you, Michelle?
I'm great now that I put up our Christmas tree here.
It really looks good.
Thanks for waiting and letting me finish.
There's a few things missing on it, but I can't say exactly what they are because, we have so many people. Well, I shouldn't say so many, but some people with nasty minds might take it the wrong way.
Are you talking about the balls?
The silver bells, balls.
Balls.
Now it's all innocent and nasty. Not nasty. This is a family-oriented podcast, folks.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to let your little children listen to it.
We'll be afraid, for sure.
All right. Well, I hope everybody is looking forward to Christmas. I know Michelle is.
Of course.
And you got a big party coming up.
Yep.
When is it, Michelle?
Tonight. Ooh, I'm excited. And I don't get excited. Oh, wait, I do get excited. I get very excited.
Well, that's good. I'm sure there'll be fun for all.
Yes.
And I know everybody's looking forward to it. We also need to mention that we forgot to mention last week's paper that for Lavaca County, the burn ban is off. Now, I don't know about Caldwell County.
No, it's still on in Caldwell.
Still on, okay.
So, don't burn if you're in Luling.
Exactly. So let's talk a little bit. Last week's paper had Discover magazine in it, and we didn't get to talk about it a whole lot. So Michelle, what do you think we ought to mention other than thanking our sponsors for doing this?
Just that there's some great Christmas. I mean, it was a holiday guide, was kind of the basis, and a holiday guide that goes back with a lot of history. So Hallettsville, Yoakum, Shiner, and Moulton all have events during Christmas. Most of them have passed, as of I think last week was kind of the last of the events in this area. I'm sure there's little bitty things, so check our paper for that. But Moulton has Mingle on Main, Shiner has Christmas in the Park, Yoakum has Christmas on the Grand, and Hallettsville has the Festival of Lights.
Right.
And those are all long-standing traditional events.
Yeah,
so
every year. That's
yes.
something to look forward to for people in this area, and especially if you've never seen our courthouse, Lavaca County Courthouse here in Hallettsville, Texas. It's a spectacular thing to see.
And it made the front cover.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I know, people are falling down over it.
Yeah, the old boy took that picture, took a hard fall and was taking it from upside down mode. And it turned out pretty well, totally by accident, because he should have went to the emergency room. but anyway, and the picture of the courthouse on the inside that I was able to do before the fall. I've taken a picture of that courthouse every year for the last 20 years. And that picture that's in Discover magazine is absolutely the best one that I have ever taken. And not to pat myself on the back, but I can't recall seeing any picture of the courthouse that's better than that. Now, maybe there is, and I'd like to see it.
I mean, the drunk one you put up today is pretty fun.
Well, yeah, I was kind of messing around. I did that with my phone.
Really?
Yeah, I've got an ICM type of app
Okay.
that will let your phone drop down into low shutter speed where you can do the movement the phone will pick it up. It's not near as good as doing it with the main camera, and I'll be doing that soon.
And I get to go with you, right?
No, I went last night.
What?
That's how I did that. I mean, where did you think I was?
I don't know.
And it was very gingerly steps and a flashlight.
1, you were not supposed to go by yourself. 2, I was supposed to go with
And
you.
I'll tell you something. I'm very disappointed.
Me too.
No, I mean, although that courthouse is spectacular, that's the only thing. After you've done it so many times, then I was searching last night for something different. Well, you can't do nothing different with a courthouse because it's the same every year. So I tried some other things, and hopefully they'll be something we can work with.
I'm glad you stayed on your feet.
Yeah, me too. I was so proud of myself. I went home and drank a Cayman Jack.
Oh.
Yeah. You ever had one of those?
No. But we were supposed to go on a date.
Well, I thought about that, but then I thought, as distracting as you are,
How can you say such a thing?
I probably would have failed just listening to you.
I'm not distracted.
Okay. But anyway, folks, if you've never seen that courthouse, you need to check it out. And we appreciate our sponsors again, and
you can keep this for years to come because there's not a whole lot of dated material, and like I said, these are long-standing traditions, and so you
we
guys
do
can
that
look.
every year.
Yes, so you guys can look and see all about Holiday. And there's some stories by Murray in here on It's a Wonderful Life. And so
Nicole did some too, I believe.
yeah, so it's a good, very good addition. And then there also is community profiles for each of the communities that we service in Lavaca County.
And those should have been in last week's paper, so don't toss them, folks. You might want to look at them later on. Do you want to talk about, I know it's in Jogs for Jim, but do you want to talk about his trip? Or you want to wait till you do that?
It doesn't matter. You decide.
Well, let's go ahead with it because I talked to him about it a little bit this morning.
Yeah, and I don't want you to forget.
Yeah, well, that could happen very easy. But Jim went to Branson, is that right?
Branson,
Missouri. And he said that he saw a lot of shows that he said all of them were family oriented, unlike this podcast. and they really enjoyed it. I think that's the first time that they ever went.
and it was their anniversary trip.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
about,
That's great.
I can't say that, huh?
Yeah, well.
I hope they had a wonderful time.
But he said that all the shows they saw, being as it's Christmas time, all the shows, he said, honored the birth of Christ. And he said they even got to see a little snow while they was up there. So that's a neat thing.
Yeah.
I
You
was
think
in
we're
the-
going to see some snow
I
this
was
year?
in Missouri once.
Really?
Yeah, it was in 1961. How long has that been?
Long time.
And old Murray was going through basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, which is about 175 miles away from where Jim was. And I'm sure Jim had a lot more fun than Murray did
You
in
think?
basic training. Yeah. I think Nicole's daughter's the only one I ever heard of that
Liked
enjoyed
it.
basic training. But anyway, that's all I got. If you've got anything else about Jim that
No, I think he seemed very rejuvenated and happy.
Yeah, he is full of P&V.
Yeah, what?
I'll tell you later what that's
Okay.
about. That's family oriented stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I can't tell you. All right, let's jump into those newspapers. What you got first?
So Yoakum won, which is what you predicted.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm impressed by that. But they had a great victory over Columbus, their second time playing them. That puts them in the state semifinal game this week against Llano, and they play in Pflugerville
Right.
at P Field.
All right.
So that's fun. And we talked about how they have an annual Christmas celebration called Christmas on the Grand. And that happened last week. And so fun. You could see all the fun that different people had, and a parade was held. So good times there. The Betty Powell Memorial Community Meal happened. It was served 1,415 plates, and that's free meals. So what a great tradition that is. And my husband actually was there. He was volunteering with his school. I don't know why. I didn't ask all those questions.
Was he taking pictures or what?
No, he was volunteering with Providence, but I can't remember like why, or did the whole staff go? I don't know. I didn't ask enough questions, obviously.
All right.
But I asked if he saw Nadine, and he did. And let me tell you, he sees Nadine more than I do.
What was Nadine doing?
She was volunteering too.
All right.
There's 2 obituaries, Brendan Nato and Robert Putnam. Condolences to their family. Lots of football pictures, and we thank Raymond Rosas, and I think Alvin wrote the story, so thank you to them for their hard work.
We appreciate their contribution to this paper. Really do, and they do a good job.
There was a 5K run, and so the winners of that and the cookie contest, which was in association with Christmas on the Grand, is in there. And that about covers it. Ehlers has an ad in all 4 papers, so if you're looking for that perfect Christmas gift, they just might have it.
Yeah, those are some good folks over there at Ehlers Furniture right here in downtown Hallettsville, and we bought a lot of things from them ourselves, and they're good folks. So if you're around, check them out.
And Moulton had their mingle on Main. And also their court traveled to Gonzales for the Winterfest parade, and they got Best Out of Town and Best of Show.
Yes, they did. They got a couple of good awards.
That's big awards, and congrats to them. Moulton doesn't have a football season, so they do their homecoming during basketball. So their nominees for the homecoming court are on the front page, so hopefully they have a great homecoming.
Moulton turns out some real good basketball teams, it seems like nearly every year. I guess, was that what you call a dynasty?
A dynasty, yeah.
All right.
Alice Marie Delohe Fishbeck passed away, and we send condolences to her family, which I think it was Janet's aunt from Shiner, Texas. So,
and Henry Joe Jasek, she was a classmate of Henry Joe Jasek.
So
he reminded me of that several times.
He did?
Yeah.
He likes to let people know who he is and what he's done. You talked about basketball, and both the girls and boys are in tournaments and starting their season off with a lot of success, as the boys won the Taft tournament, and Kittens defeated Industrial and won 3 at the Victoria St. Joe tournament. And now, that was really hard for me to figure out, but did you see how fast I did it?
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, right now, today, they are having their Cats and Kittens Classic basketball tournament in Moulton, and we have a fantastic sports writer that's over there.
Yeah, and I heard he went because there's good food.
That's exactly what Jimmy Apple said. Jimmy Apple with 2 P's. He said that that Chuck likes to go over there for the food, but they also play some good basketball.
Yes, but I will say the food's good because my daughter played summer basketball there.
So you've had it too.
And I've had it, and it is good. So Chuck is correct.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. And Murray, how many papers got your column this week?
2.
Well, I will say 1 was mine. So there we go.
We need a lot of filler, so I was happy that we got it in. This one is about Jesse James, and over the years since Jesse James died, he was assassinated by one of his fellow bandits. And there's always been controversy over whether he is really buried where over the years they've said he's buried. So that's what this column's about. So you history buffs, whatever that means.
Like me.
Maybe you'll get something out of it. But anyway,
read it. It's a good one.
And we love the Gonzales Healthcare. And
yes, we
appreciate
do.
their ads. It looks like we're going to go down the road. You know, I was trying to think how far away Luling is from us.
Yeah.
And I estimated about 65 miles northwest of Hallettsville.
Sounds about right.
So,
Because it's about 40 from Shiner, and I'm about 15 from Wart. So.
okay, it's 32 miles to Gonzales, and it's I think another 30 miles over.
No, it's only like 15, 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I overshot.
You overshot it.
Anyway.
Well, you have to ask Nicole, but she drives really fast, so that may not help.
Well, maybe we could let Chuck drive over there.
No.
You could ride
No,
with
I'm not riding with him. I've done it for the year, for sure.
All right, so what's Nicole got?
So Nicole had city sidewalks that are dressed in cheer, and so, of course, they had some Christmas events, and you see some pictures from that event, enjoying cookies, the scenery, and also the constables got involved. So how fun is that? They also had a color run where like you have a shirt and like that they give you that's kind of white and they shoot color on you. It's pretty fun. There was a arrest and a police chief removed, so lots going on there. Check all that out. You'll want to know what's going on.
You bet.
We have an obituary, and I do apologize that the name did not get changed on the top. So the obituary is for Jane Alice Rogers Matthews.
All right. Well, condolences to her family.
Yes, and then we have, we hear from Paul Easterling, who was pictured on the front page as one of the constables sitting on Santa's lap about roadway safety. Their royal court also attended a parade, I'm not sure which one, Smithville, and they received first place.
All right.
So lots of big awards.
You bet.
In sports, we have them full swing of basketball, and Luling played Sacred Heart, so Hallettsville and Luling are represented in the Luling paper.
Who
for
took
the
that
girls.
wonderful photograph?
Nicole Smith.
All right.
And then she also got one of the boys' win over, I don't know who they play, Bloomington, it looks like.
All right.
Soccer, she talks a little bit about that, so you'll want to check the update. We want to thank the Luling Chamber of Commerce for always putting an ad for one of their loyal chamber members, and this week it's Jesse's Heating and Air.
All right.
And then Eric Lugo gives us his little bit of sports. Our football guru contest is over.
You know, I was just going to ask about that. Who won that contest?
The city manager, Mark McLaughlin, and he was in first place and never dropped down.
Well, who was your friend that, where was she? Where did she
Brittany, she tied for third.
Well, that ain't bad, Brittany.
No, because she was at the bottom for a while, so her and Shanna Connolly tied for third, and then the Killing Room, the musicians, got second. So congratulations, and thank y'all for participating.
Well, she might just win that thing next year.
Yeah, she better come back, Brittany, and come back strong. I know I'm going to come back an hour strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, who won that one?
Mark Luby, stop making me
Mark
say
Luby.
it. Gosh.
Who is Mark Luby?
Mark Luby is a sports writer for Luling, Yoka, and Shiner. And Moulton.
Right.
Right.
Good for you, Mark.
That makes him seem like he does a lot. He doesn't do that much. I don't believe this. Hallettsville Tribune Herald is our next stop, and we had some criminals and some fire.
No.
So,
we just had a little bit of everything.
You want to check that out and our early releases. A big reminder that our Santa letters will be published in all of our papers next week. I guess they're not our Santa letters. That'd be cute. Do you want to write a letter to Santa?
No.
And I'll publish it in your paper?
No, I don't think I've been good enough for him to
Probably
wanna
not.
bring me anything.
But maybe you could apologize to him for being bad.
I don't know. I was, this time last year when I hit the ground over there by the courthouse, I was kind of praying to him.
Santa or God?
Both of them.
Okay.
I was praying that Santa would bring me something, and I was praying to God that I hadn't broke a hip.
And both of them worked out?
You bet.
So Jimmy Apple covers the Hallettsville ISD school board. That's what it's called. So hear about their new additions to the junior high. And then the big buck contest is still going on. And this week it was very busy because Josh Wagner from Schulenburg broke the record.
Boy, he had a huge...
by a huge buck that was killed in Moravia. Out his window is what I heard.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about the Santa letters.
Oh.
When you got early release on the papers, did you mention that?
Early release is going to be the week of Christmas and the week of New Year. Next week, we're still normal.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Yes.
Well, I was calculating, too, that me and Jasek are going to have to work 2 Fridays in a row.
Yeah, that's going to be so awesome.
The 18th and the next one for New Year's. It's hard to believe.
It's the 19th.
Huh?
Just don't come in on the wrong day.
Will you come get me if I don't?
I will.
Well, anyway.
I'll send Henry to pick you up.
No, you can't. That's all right. Because I want to get back alive. And between him and Chuck Groff, I don't know which one I'd like to put in that, what is that big car race, Indianapolis?
500.
How would you like to see them two in there?
That would be funny. I would love it.
All right.
All right. But read all about that. And there's also going to be a picture of Jeff Davenport, who was outseated this week by Josh Wagner, but he got a nice buck as well.
Jeff Davenport, is he from around
Hallettsville,
here?
yes.
Good.
All right. We have meeting notices and some accolades and donations inside. We have 2 obituaries, Doris Honish and Lorena Julia Tolsdork. Condolences to their families. I will apologize. So we had a little printer issue. We send off our papers to Brian, and when I sent off our papers with the color pages that needed to be in color, they called and said one of their printers were down and that I had to move pages to match what they could print. Now, that's where I don't completely understand the printing world, but you do what you're told.
Yeah.
But as doing that, I forgot to move the jumps. Yeah. So the jumps say to page 5, but they're on page 3. But I promise you they're all in the paper. So that's a big plus.
That printing schedule is confusing. And then also, just like what happened to me this week was my fault somehow. That while I was putting the molten paper together and I was nearly toward the end, and somehow I wiped out an entire page. And was lucky that it restored pretty much itself, but that can drive you to ulcers.
Yeah, it can give you a good old stomach ache for sure. We have Roy Saunders. I always say Sanders. Saunders that works out of our Giddings office, which is a sister company, and he has been working on doing an agribusiness section once a month. And so this month it's about pecans and hay, and he does 2 great stories with the locals from this area. So check that out, and if you'd like to be an advertiser that's part of it or featured, please contact our office here, which is 361-798-2481, and we'll get you in contact with Roy.
Is Roy at Giddings for some reason?
No, he's not. He's at Caldwell, right?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's all right. I wasn't sure.
And again, thank you to those advertisers that help us bring that each month.
And I think he gets a lot of his data from our local ag agent.
That is very true.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have a sports section full of stuff by Chuck Groff. Lots of basketball, and there was 2 signings. Ms. Avery Beach and Ms. Rylan Jaworski signed to further their careers. One is at LSUE, and that stands for Eunice, if you didn't know. And the other one is at St. Mary's, and they're both for softball. So,
all right.
Best of luck to them and their futures, and congratulations. Make sure you check out our Athletes of the Week and the Meet the Athletes to see who's playing basketball and who's shining as outstanding stars. Jimmy talks more about his trip in Jots to Gym, so you want to check that out. And Henry talks about his little accident.
Mm-hmm.
So Henry took a tumble.
Yes, he did.
And it doesn't look good. But he's all right.
Yeah, well, it hadn't slowed him down on messing with me. And
Or
he got a
working.
little out of hand the other day, and I told him, I said, you know, all them damn knots you got on your head, you just keep that up, and there might be a few more at it. Of course, it was all in love, and this is a family-oriented podcast.
Right. And there were no extra knots at it.
No, he got by with it.
Yeah, he did all right. But he does have a quite significant head injury, but didn't affect his brain power or anything like that. No. Just skin laceration.
Or him being able to remember a date that happened in 1492.
Right. But if you didn't see him at Hofer's, it's because he is, he doesn't want anyone to be alarmed by his appearance not being as beautiful as all.
Yeah, it's because he is very pretty.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it would be a shock to a lot of his worshipers. So, yeah. But he's all right, folks.
Yeah. No concern.
He just can't work at Hofer's. I don't know
and
how
he can't
long.
drink.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't know.
Now, I don't know that the doctors, did the doctor tell him?
Yeah, because he's on antibiotics.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that didn't get ignored at least one night.
You think tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. But Dolores will be there.
Be sure to tell us so that we can broadcast it and his doctor ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell
As if he
him.
hears this podcast. But anyway.
That's only if you play it for him. Make sure you check out our classifieds because you may find something you didn't know you needed. But I missed the part.
You might come across something that you didn't know you needed.
That's pretty close.
That's pretty close. Yeah.
Pretty close. And of course, Murray's column, we'll say it one more time, made it in our paper.
Yeah, another filler, and we appreciate it.
All right, and then we have the Shiner Gazette. Shiner had Christmas at the park, and this little girl was very excited to see Santa. So thanks for coming out to all the people that did. It was a great turnout and lots of fun, and thank you to the chamber members that participated.
Was the little girl mentioned in the picture?
No, it doesn't say her name. But she's super cute.
And she knows who she is.
Yes.
And everybody that sees this picture probably will know who she is.
Except me.
Yeah.
The Methodist Church will be having a live nativity this Sunday, so that's really fun to drive through and see being portrayed. The royalty traveled to Yoakum to participate in their parade, and they received first place and best in show.
Speaking of that last thing you talked about.
Live nativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must have had that on the internet last year.
Why?
Because I didn't go to it, but I saw it, and I was very impressed. But maybe it was on Facebook. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, I went. Maybe I showed you. You think?
I don't know. Could have been.
Clayton did an article about Cabela, who makes strides while recovering. I think he had a broken foot. And so he is still going strong in his bike racing. Then there's some pictures from the Christmas Village that was held this past weekend at the, what is that called? Methodist Church. Macker's is having their 2-day sale. It starts on Friday. And if my husband doesn't go, I'm going to be very angry.
It looks like they've got some good items in there.
They do.
I think we had that ad. I know we had it at Moulton. Did we have it in
it's all papers, and it was in there last week. So
all right.
If you didn't see it and you don't go, you are missing out.
You bet.
There was a coloring contest, and some of the Providence students placed in that. Check those out, and congrats to them. And then we have some donations that were given by the Shiner Academic and Athletic Foundation to teachers at the Shiner High School. And so thank them for supporting our school and our teacher and furthering education. We have a special section commemorating the state champions along with any others who place very high in their respectable sports and accolades, I guess, is banned. I don't know what that
I think the Shiner paper was probably the biggest one last week.
It was. And so you see cross country is being honored. My Christmas tree is kind of getting in the way.
Yeah, it is.
And then you'll have, later on, you will see two more pages on band and the volleyball. So
we need to change that local lowdown ad too in all our papers.
Yeah, we do, because it looks really good. And then Shiner's headed to the semifinals game. They play Mount Enterprise, which I have never heard of.
Well, Jimmy told me this morning that it was evidently close to the border between Louisiana and Texas.
Yes, and we play in New Caney, which is quite a drive.
Yeah.
And they have this big running back everyone talks about. So they don't talk about anything else. So either we stop him, or I guess we don't win.
That running back in this game that y'all are fixing to have, according to Jim, I think he said he rushed for 500 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards.
That is awesome.
But the score was like, for their last game, and they played Bremont, was like 64-50 something. So
maybe they don't have a good defense.
I don't know what's going on there, but we're fixing to find out. But best of luck.
Yeah, good luck to them Comanches.
Safe travels. We hope to see Yoakum and Shiner in the state championship next week.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Something to look forward to.
Look at that. We did it.
Well, we told Jimbo we'd try to make it a little shorter, being he's having to do double duty.
He's fine. He's good at what he does.
Well, you got anything else before we close this up?
I feel like we should talk about something.
Yeah, I know you're trying to drag it out.
Yeah.
Make poor old Jim stay in there work longer.
Yeah. Maybe Chuck came back. Boy, it was quiet this morning. I'm not going to say why.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying it was quiet in the office this morning.
You didn't hear no singing, or
No.
He's always a happy little fella.
Yeah.
And
if you ever want to know how to be happy, ask Chuck Groff what medication he is on. Something gives him
I wonder
the
if he
happy
took
day.
the cat with him over to Moulton or
I don't
something.
think so, but we need to figure out if Kotze's a boy or a girl. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, I don't want to talk about this because this is a family-oriented podcast.
Well, there's an easy way to find out.
Upside down?
Yeah. And I just don't understand why it's still a mystery all these months later.
Well, maybe Chuck's got bad eyesight.
Maybe. Are you done Christmas shopping for me?
Oh, yeah.
Great. What did you get me?
I hope it's not too big a surprise.
Yeah.
No, I don't know yet. Depending on how you act as to whether you get one or not.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I normally act very kind, loving, considerate,
Yeah.
entertaining.
Well, let's tell everybody goodbye.
All right. I'm really sad about this, but I got to tell you all goodbye and go back to Santa letter work.
All right.
So make sure you pick up a paper next week, because I promise you, if you're not looking for your kids' Santa letters, you should just pick it up and read it, because they are cute, hilarious, fun to read.
And just think how disappointed the kiddos will be if you don't read it.
Right.
Right?
So,
Okay. I guess that's going to be it till next time.
I guess so.
We appreciate you folks. We appreciate you listening. Hope you'll share it. You remember this, it's family oriented. It's okay to share.
Yeah, with anyone.
There might be a slip up every now and then, but we generally try to catch it.
I don't think we said one bad word this whole time. Unless balls.
I don't know
count.
you did it the first, but I tried to say, I tried to cover it up. But
Oh, so it's always me.
I don't know, maybe when I edit it, I'll have to cut that part out. And about Katsy's sex.
I didn't say sex. I just said whether it's a boy or a girl.
You just said you wanted to look.
I didn't. No, I said I did not say I want to look. I said I want to know.
All right, that's it.
All right, bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
So long.